Last time on Persona 4.
I am a shadow, the true self. I'll crush everything that bores me.
Friends and Meisters, welcome back to more Persona 4. From last we left off, we delved into the world beyond the TV to find out more information on the murder of Saki Senpai. In doing so, Yosuke faced his true self and obtained the persona Jiraiya, otherwise known as Ninja Disco Frog. Anyways, tonight we shall go up to our room and see what happens on the Midnight Channel. We still need to confirm suspicions and see if anybody else is about to be thrown in. At least that's the idea. It's raining tonight. Will something appear on TV?
In other Inaba-related news, meteorologists are predicting heavy fog throughout the year. The region has seen an abnormal amount of fog over the past few years, and the cause of the climate change is unknown. Whatever the reason, residents of the Inaba area should be extra careful. Our broadcast tonight was extended to bring you up-to-date news on the incident in Inaba. The time is now midnight.
Oh boy. The image is there again. It seems that if the conditions are met, you can see it as many times as you want. A silhouette appeared. It seems to be a woman. It looks like she's wearing a kimono. The image is so out of focus that you can't tell who it is. I know that silhouette anywhere. What would happen if you touched the image on the Midnight Channel? Would you be able to reach out and touch the person on screen? That is a curious question. Though I'd wonder if we'd go directly to the image or fall in from the roof like we did with Teddy's. The image disappeared, but I guess in Teddy's case there wasn't an image. That is an interesting theory to test. You should speak to Yosuke and the others about this tomorrow. Decide to go to bed for the night. You know, having a good sleep tonight and starting with a fresh set of eyes and a fresh mind tomorrow is the best way to go about it. Oh, hi Igor. Interrupting my nighttime sleep. This is...
Welcome.
You'd better have tea or coffee this time. Some sort of excellent snack as well, Igor.
Do not be alarmed. You are fast asleep in the real world.
Oh, that's okay then.
I have summoned you within your dreams.
Okay, that's a thing. It seems you've been summoned to the Velvet Room.
And so we meet again.
In a bit of an odd way, yet again.
This is a space that only those who have, in one way or another, entered into a contract may enter. In your daily life, you subconsciously heard the call to awaken, and you chose to follow the destiny of your inner voice, thereby enacting your glorious awakening to your power.
Hold on to this.
You obtain the Velvet Key.
From this night forth, you are our guest in this Velvet Room. Your destiny will require you to hone your power. And for that, you will inevitably require our help. There is but one price for this assistance. You must abide by your contract and assume responsibility for all decisions you may make.
Oh, so you mean... Yeah, that's normal. That's how you live life, is it not? I completely get it.
Very well. The persona you have acquired, it is a side of you that shows itself when you face the world around you. Perhaps you can think of it as a facade of determination you wear to face various difficulties in life. Your persona ability, however, is that of the wild card. Compared to that of others, it is very special. It is like the number 0, empty, yet holding infinite potential within itself.
Oh, infinite potential for growth. Cool.
The persona ability is the power to control one's own heart, and the heart is strengthened through bonds. As you form bonds by becoming involved with others, your own social links will gradually develop. The power of these social links is what will determine your persona's abilities.
To control one's heart and strengthen it through bonds? of others?
Social links are necessary for more than strengthening your persona. At times, they will help light the way to the truth you're searching for.
Where will your awakened power of the wild card take you? I look forward to traveling the road of your destiny together.
As do I, my wonderful gentleman who doesn't seem to be able to provide snacks in this blessed place. Or even some coffee.
Till we meet again.
Other than that, Igor's great, though. At least let me discuss my destiny over coffee. No, don't hit me. Oh, I thought it was going to be a disaster again.
You saw what was on last night, right? I couldn't tell who it was, but if someone's shown up on TV, we can't ignore it. Let's go check it out after school. Maybe Teddy can tell us something.
Good point. We shall do so.
If it turns out someone was thrown in again, there really might be a culprit behind all this. Even if it is something about that place that's killing the victims.
What do you mean there might be? People just don't die in it up on telephone poles their own by themselves, Yosuke. There has to be a culprit in some facet here.
If someone's using that world as a weapon, that's unforgivable. We need to find the culprit, no matter what it takes. There's no way the police can do it. Who'd believe that the murderer kills people by throwing them into the TV?
True. They might think you're a lunatic if you try to tell them that. And we did make a promise, and a man never goes back on his word.
Totally. A promise is a promise.
I may say man, but anybody really shouldn't go back on their word.
You know, I tried sticking my head in the TV last night the way you did, and it actually worked. I think I can do that now because I have the same power. Persona, wasn't it? Could be that we got this gift from someone specifically so we could solve the case. Then again, you managed to go inside the TV and get your persona first. I feel like, as long as you're with me, I can find the culprit and crack this case. Well, let's do our best.
Even with such mystery swirling around, Yosuke is trying his hardest to move on. You sense a faint stirring of friendship between you and Yosuke. Thou art I, and I am thou. Thou hast established a new bond. It brings thee closer to the truth. Thou shalt be blessed when creating personas of the Magician's Arcana. Oh, fantastic. Our first social link. As you form a bond with Yosuke, you feel the power in your heart strengthening. You recall Igor's words.
The persona ability is the power to control one's own heart. And the heart is strengthened through bonds. As you form bonds by becoming involved with others, your own social links will gradually develop. The power of these social links is what will determine your persona's abilities.
Social links. Is this the bond with Yosuke? Or is this bond with Yosuke what Igor is talking about? That would be a proper assumption, I think. You've established the Yosuke Hanamura social link of the Magician's Arcana. Yosuke's determination in battle has been enhanced. Yosuke's determination in battle has been enhanced. Yosuke can now wake up and knock down allies during battle. Fantastic. Your ally may help sometime, or someone who is knocked down get back on their feet. More on that later, because we actually haven't done too much combat. I guess we have covered the basics, as such getting knocked down from weaknesses and that.
Chie! About yesterday? We're sorry we worried you.
Never mind that. Is Yukiko still not here?
Huh? Yukiko-san? No. At least I haven't seen her today.
Oh man. What should I do? Hey, is that stuff you were talking about for real?
For real?
You know, all that about how people showing up on the Midnight Channel is related to that other world.
For real? Sorry, my inner Ryuji came out from Persona 5.
Oh, we were just talking about that. We're thinking of checking it out later.
The person on TV yesterday? I think it was Yukiko.
I'm not the only one then.
That kimono looked like the one she wears at the inn, and she wore it during that interview a few days ago, too.
And that's what I was thinking.
I got worried, so I emailed her last night, but she hasn't responded. I called her earlier in the evening, though, and she said she'd be at school today.
Calm down. We get the picture. And you still haven't heard from her?
No.
You summed up the information you gathered in that other world for Chie.
What's that supposed to mean? Wait, are you saying Yukiko was thrown in there?
We don't know that for sure yet.
We don't know yet for sure. We should check to see if she's safe first.
Agreed.
Give her another call.
We're going mostly on what that bear said to us in hunches at this point.
No good. Her voicemail picked up.
Yikes.
She's not answering.
Are you serious? Then is Yukiko-san inside that place?
Stop it. Something must have come up, like an errand or something. Oh, or she might be helping at the inn. She wouldn't be able to answer herself if that's it.
Yeah, but would she skip school for that?
Well, I'll give the inn a call. I've got the number here somewhere. Come on, Yukiko. Pick up. Oh, is this Yukiko? Thank God she's there. I see. Nah, it was nothing. I'll email you again later. She was over at the inn. She said they had a big group reservation and she had to help out.
Oh, in this case, I don't mind being wrong.
Yeah. Oh, now that I think about it, this has happened before too. She said she'll be at the inn tomorrow too. For crying out loud, Yosuke, you got me worried over nothing.
What? So being serious and taking what you're saying seriously is... What?
She was totally fine.
Fine, we won't take you seriously next time, Chie. You're best girl, but come on.
And you were all, is Yukiko-san inside that place?
Sorry.
Oh my gosh.
But there is a reason we thought that.
True.
Oh yeah? What?
Well, we thought people show up on the Midnight Channel because they're already over in that world. I mean, it makes sense, right? People show up on TV because they're inside the TV. But Yukiko-san's still here in our world. We might want to see what this is about.
Hopefully we're wrong and this isn't a premonition to something terrible, and she'll be fine.
All right, let's meet up at Juness after school.
But there's only one way to find out. To talk to the bear. And wait. Well, both are valid ways of figuring this out. But it might be better to talk to a being that knows a little more, or probably a lot more than us about that place. He explained to Chie in detail again about what happened last night.
Okay, I think that's more than enough about my sorry escapades.
If I hadn't seen the place firsthand, I'd never have believed a story like that.
Yeah, no kidding. Anyways, we need to know what's going on inside. Yeah. Too bad there's so many customers around. I forgot there's a sale in the electronics department today.
That makes sense. He did say they don't sell many TVs, so they probably have a lot of surplus.
How? By talking to that Teddy guy?
Bingo.
I got it. Come here a sec. Try sticking your hand in and calling him over. I bet that bear's wandering around the entrance anyway. Hey, Chie, stand over here. Make a wall with me.
A wall?
That's a very good wall. I'm pretty certain they could just glance over and see what we're doing. He tried beckoning Teddy over. Something bit you. Ow!
What's wrong?
Shh! Not so loud, you idiot!
As she gets louder.
Dude! Is that a bite mark? Are you okay?
I think I'm gonna cry, Chie. Will you kiss it better?
Oh, come on. Don't cry. Sheesh, that stupid bear must have done it. Hey, you. We know you're in there.
Oh, is this a game?
No, it's not a game. Can you sense anyone inside there right now?
Who's anyone? I'm a lonely little bear like always. This land feels so barren.
Ha, you might say it's unbearable.
Shut it. So there's no one inside? You're sure?
I'm not lying. My nose is running as good as ever.
I'm gonna go warn Yukiko anyway.
I think that's a good idea.
Since she'll be busy this weekend helping out at the inn, I doubt she'd go anywhere alone, but still.
You can't be too safe.
Yeah. You'll walk with her to school on Monday, right?
I think the old saying goes, it's better to be safe than sorry.
Sure, I'll go pick her up at her house.
Maybe we'll find out more on tonight's Midnight Channel. Cross your fingers that this is all just a misunderstanding.
My toes are crossed as well, Yosuke.
What's your cell number? I'll call you when I watch it tonight.
You exchanged cell numbers with Yosuke.
All right. Don't forget to watch tonight.
Was it really Yukiko who appeared last night? You need to watch the Midnight Channels again tonight.
Looks like we found all we're gonna find here. And we've still got nothing that points directly to a suspect.
We don't even know if this is a homicide.
Well, what else could it be? There's no way a body could end up like that by accident.
I know. We haven't found the cause of death for the first Vic, and now we got a second one just like it. If this is a murder case, there's no doubt we're dealing with a single perp. But if that's true, what the hell's going on?
You know, I thought at first this all spun out of that love triangle.
No, that singer, Misuzu Hiragi, has a solid alibi. She was performing overseas, and her phone records prove it. And remember, the only reason the scandal went public was because Hiragi herself broke it to the media. No one would put themselves under suspicion that way if they had murder on their mind.
Got a point there.
Same with Taro Namatame, her husband. No matter how much we shake him down, nothing links him to the murders. He's been working in the city for the past 6 months. Seems he was here recently because of the scandal, but he was swamped with work back home at the time of the incident. There are eyewitnesses and other evidence placing him at his office the night that Mayumi Yamano died. And we can't find anything that shows Yamano making contact with Namatame before or after her disappearance.
You hear Namatame's career has also been killed stone dead? He's been fired from his position as secretary. He's practically as much of a victim as the Yamano girl.
Yeah, I agree. Then we have the second case, regarding Saki Konishi. She's the one who discovered Yamano's corpse. But I don't buy the killer shutting her up as a possible motive. She was killed well after she reported the body, and the culprit didn't hide her. It's like they were meant to be found. The only other connection is that she attended the same school as the daughter of the inn where Yamano was holed up. But that hardly points to a motive. And coincidences like that are common in a town as small as ours.
Especially if there's only one big inn, really.
Yeah, I heard about that angle on the news too.
I mean, nobody's mentioned any other inns in this town.
What? Is the story about the inn out already?
Okay, I got it. How's this? Maybe there was something about the corpse that only Saki Konishi knew. And our perp killed her to keep whatever it was from leaking out.
Either way, all we can do now is keep investigating anyone involved with the victims. Our perp. It has to be someone in Inaba.
Ace Detective!
Oh, is your detective's intuition at work?
Good old Ace Detective. Oh boy.
Welcome home!
Thank you, Nanako. I'm glad to be back. What an eventful day full of scares. It's enough to make you want to go to sleep, but not before watching the Midnight Channel. Gotta see what's going on there first. Fingers crossed, toes crossed, legs crossed that Yukiko does not appear on the TV again. It's raining tonight. Will someone appear on TV?
Good evening!
Oh no!
Tonight, Princess Yukiko has a big surprise. I'm gonna go score myself a hot stud. Welcome to Not a Dream, Not a Hoax. Princess Yukiko's hunt for her Prince Charming. And I came prepared. I've got my lacy unmentionables on, stacked from top to bottom. I'm out to catch a whole harem, and the best of the lot is gonna be all mine. Well, here I go.
Oh boy, my favorite! That was definitely Yukiko on the Midnight Channel just now. No doubts, no ifs, ands, or buts about it. There were butts and boobs. I mean, what?
Hey, did you see that?
Yeah.
That was Yukiko-san for sure. It looked like her, and I mean, she even said her name. But didn't the stuff she was saying sound weird?
Yeah, that's not normally something we would expect to hear out of Yukiko's mouth.
What's going on?
Whoops. I skipped a bunch of stuff by mistake.
And she looked like she was on some low-budget TV show. Was it like this before, too?
Well, I think you need to calm down and probably try to contact Chie.
You're right. Let's get her to contact Yukiko-san.
Yeah, because I didn't think you had her number.
Tomorrow's Sunday, so let's meet up at Junes first thing in the morning.
You promised to meet up with Yosuke tomorrow. You decide to go to bed early tonight. Probably a good idea. We need a fresh set of eyes and a fresh mind for what may come.
Oh, good morning.
Morning. Who's your dad? It seems that only Nanako is around. Well, let's not make her sad. You're up early today.
He woke up early, so I woke up with him. He said he's gonna be late.
Oh, if you leave, Nanako will be left all alone to look after the house. On the other hand, you have important business of Yosuke today.
Are you going somewhere? I'll be fine by myself.
Oh,
So the weather this weekend will be perfect for going out.
Nanako's such a good kid.
As for next week's forecast,
Oh, the sun's gonna come out. I should do some laundry. Weren't you going somewhere?
You decided to go out.
Sorry for the holdup. I found some stuff we can use in the closet at home. Take a look at these.
Oh, Yosuke. Why are you pulling out swords in the middle of a supermarket?
We've got our personas, but a golf club's not that reliable of a weapon. So, which one strikes your fancy?
Neither. Put them away.
Come on, don't be like that. I just know they'll come in handy. As for me... Wait, maybe both would be good too.
Yosuke.
Kinda like this?
What are you doing?
Or like this? What about this?
Huh?
Two suspicious young males found, one armed with multiple weapons, requesting immediate backup.
Don't hide them!
Oh, crap! I mean...
You're making this worse!
No. This isn't what it looks like. We didn't steal it. I guess that's not what matters. Anyways, we're not doing anything bad. We're just two ordinary kids who like weapons. That doesn't sound right either.
Yosuke, why don't you just put your foot in your mouth already, okay? That'd be better than what you're saying.
Put the weapons down now. We'll listen to your story at the station.
Like, quite literally, so you shut up.
Hands where I can see them, too.
Oh, boy.
This isn't...
Are you resisting an officer of the law? You're under arrest!
You were taken to the police station with Yosuke as suspects. Did they honestly think swords are what killed those people? That was very obviously not the case.
You didn't seem the type to pull a stupid stunt like this.
But I guess that's not the problem here.
You know what's been going on around town. We got men stationed everywhere, for God's sake. You're lucky I was around, or this would have ended up on your permanent record.
We're sorry.
Your weapons have been confiscated.
Wait, so the one that disappeared is the Amagi girl?
Oh, no.
Seems like it. That she's just a high schooler, you know. Could be that she decided to run away from home.
Hey, did he say Amagi? Then she really is.
Who's what now?
Oh, nothing.
I'm sure you've seen on the news that there's an investigation in progress. We're sensitive about certain things. You're free to go. But this better not happen again.
To be fair, I personally would never wave around weapons in a supermarket. I didn't know what was going through Yosuke's head. But I guess there's an old saying, kids will be kids, and teenagers will be stupid.
Whoa, pardon me.
Oh, hi.
Huh? Aren't you the kid staying at Dojima-san's place?
Oh, can we ask you something? It's about Yukiko-san. I mean, Yukiko Amagi of the Amagi Inn. Did something happen to her?
Huh? Oh, am I allowed to say? Well, if you're friends with Miss Amagi, keep this between us, okay? We got a call from Miss Amagi's parents yesterday evening saying they couldn't find her anywhere. Since it was the weekend, the workers at the inn were extremely busy and no one saw Miss Amagi around that time. Oh, but that doesn't necessarily mean this is a case just yet. But people have been turning up dead on foggy days, so we're really sensitive to stuff like this. By the way, did she say anything to you guys about maybe going through some hard times?
Hard times?
Well, that announcer, Miss Yamano, was staying at the Amagi Inn before the first murder. Seems Miss Yamano had some harsh words for the manager about the staff's attitude towards guests. The stress of it caused the manager to collapse. And with Miss Amagi being the manager's daughter, she must have felt pretty strongly about the incident, you know? By the way, did Miss Amagi ever hint that she might be leaving the house? 'Cause if not, there's been some theories floating around that she's laying low for some reason or another. Crap, I think I've gone too far. You didn't hear that, okay?
Adachi, what the hell are you chatting with civvies for? And where's my coffee?
Coffee, where's my Adachi?
Sorry, I got it right here.
Get out of here, nerd.
Psst, forget I said anything, please.
So the theory, or at least the running theory by Adachi's mouth, is that she ran away. Wonderful.
Hey, does that detective think that Yukiko-san...
There
Yep.
you are!
Huh?
Sheesh, what are you guys doing? I've been looking everywhere!
Well, there was a slight misunderstanding. We'll tell you about it later. Anyway, something's up with Yukiko-san.
Huh? You know already? I kept calling her so, but she didn't pick up. So I went to her house, and it turns out Yukiko really did disappear.
I guess we've got no choice but to go now. But that aside, the cops are saying some weird stuff. They think Yukiko-san's hiding to lay low. Apparently, Yukiko-san's mom collapsed because that announcer lady bitched her out. They think that gives her a motive, and the fact that the announcer died right after makes her even more suspicious.
What? They think Yukiko did it? Oh, what the hell is wrong with them?
That is a little weird. I mean, it would make sense that she ran away from the stress of it all.
Dude, don't snap at me! Yukiko's the victim here, damn it, not the suspect.
They both seem agitated. Well, I guess there's only one thing we can do, and... Let's calm down first, so we can go save Yukiko.
You're right. So, what are we gonna do?
With the police totally on the wrong track, we've got to handle it ourselves.
I'm going to. And that's final. I'm going to save Yukiko no matter what.
Are you gonna be alright? Man, they just confiscated our weapons. We can't go in empty-handed.
Weapons? Oh, I know just the place.
Huh?
Come on, follow me.
Alright, leave it to the Kung Fu Nut, I guess.
Here we are.
What kind of shop is this?
Metalworks, I guess? They sell all sorts of metal crap, like katanas and stuff.
Doesn't that seem weird to you? Why would you know about a place like this anyway? Oh, I get it. You watch one too many kung fu movies and...
It's not that at all. I overheard some guys in our class talk about it. They said this place sells weapons and armor. Here, this one looks good.
It looks like it would crush you, GA.
But it might be too heavy.
Yeah.
I don't know, Chie. I still think it's too dangerous. I know how you feel, but...
You don't! You don't know shit about how I feel. Yukiko might die from this, for crying out loud. I'm going, and that's that!
Okay, but you have to stay behind us. You don't have a persona, and things are gonna get hairy in there. I sense it already.
Psh, I'll be fine. My reflexes are second to none.
Oh,
Listen,
boy.
I'm not kidding around. You don't know what it's like in there. If you're not gonna listen to our warnings, we're leaving you here. If you insist on coming, just make sure you have something to protect yourself.
All right.
But man, what should we get? Hey, mind picking out something for me too? You're our main asset in battle right now, so I think you should choose whatever makes it easiest for you.
Excellent. I'll buy things just for myself, Yosuke.
I got my stuff all picked out. How about you guys?
You know, if we wear this stuff around town, we'll just get picked up again. But it's not like we can waltz into Juness with a sack full of gear and expect no one to notice either.
Why not conceal them under our uniforms? I don't think people would notice.
Okay, let's try that. All right, let's split up and get ready. The store will be crowded until the afternoon sale ends, and if we walk around together, the cops might get suspicious.
Then I'll see you guys at the Juness food court.
Oh boy. As long as we don't start waving swords around, I think we'll be fine, Yosuke. If you come to see my art, please look around. Take your time. I shall do just that. 12 grand. Not bad, not bad. What do we got? Imitation katana over a golf club. I think that would be a good idea. Better hit. Well, it's a little worse, but, you know, 13. 11 more attack. That's not bad at all. Let's go ahead and sell that. I do kind of want to upgrade Yosuke's weapon because we're going to be doing a lot of grinding when we go in. I'm not too worried about the defense gear because this isn't going to be a super hard area from memory at least. Yeah, there's little accessories and stuff you can buy as well. So, you know, maybe I will buy Yosuke a weapon this time. I usually never buy him a weapon. But what I'll do for myself is, since if the main player dies, you know, we do end up suffering because, you know, they get game over. We'll go ahead and buy a chain. You know what? I want to buy a chainmail, but yeah, we'll do that because evasion's not going to be such a big deal right now. That's fine. And we're done. Feels like I get more money. I don't remember having that much money last time in the original game. There's a bizarre door before you. It seems the others can't see the door.
So, it finally begins. Now, if you'll give me a moment of your time...
Ah, the velvet key goes into the blue door. Who would have thunk? Who would have thunk it?
We have been expecting you. The catastrophe that is headed your way. It has already taken human lives in its approach towards you. But you have nothing to fear. You already have the power to fight against it. It seems that the time for you to use your persona has come.
Your persona ability is that of the wild card. If you strengthen your bonds properly, their power will help you overcome any ordeal. Our role is to facilitate that.
My contribution is to give birth to new personas. By mixing together multiple persona cards, I can transmute them into a new form. This, in other words, is the fusion of personas. You have the power to hold multiple personas and to use them accordingly. When you defeat an enemy, the seeds of possibility you attain will appear before you as cards. At times, they may be hard to grasp, but you must master your fear and reach out to them. When you obtain new cards, please do not hesitate to bring them here. If you have been developing your social links, then your persona will gain even more power. They will be one of your chief sources of strength. You would do well to take this to heart.
Got it. You recall that you have the Magician social link with Yosuke. It seems that when a persona of the Magician Arcana is fused, the persona will gain even more power.
The tome you see in my hand is the Persona Compendium. Registering the personas you hold will allow you to recall them at any time. Please see me when you wish to use it. Oh, and one more thing. I would like to introduce a new resident of the Velvet Room, who will be helping you on your journey.
We met her at the train station at the beginning of the game.
Marie?
Yeah, I can hear. Nice to meet you.
The girl seems unfriendly. You feel that you've met her somewhere before. I've met you somewhere.
Huh? Oh, maybe. That'd explain why you're so familiar.
Excuse her. This is Marie. Her soul is still very young and...
Shut up. Don't tell him any more about me than you need to.
Ooh.
As you can see, she may be brusque at times, but please understand that she is only an apprentice, and forgive her for her impoliteness.
Got it.
Marie will be dealing with skill cards. Using these cards will allow you to provide your personas with new powers. Also, I am sure she will help you form a bond between yourself and the outside world. Marie will contact you at a later date. Please feel free to speak with her here when you wish to use her services.
What's that smell? I smell a social link, that's what.
Do you recall my words to you before? The coming year is a turning point in your destiny. If the mystery goes unsolved, your future may be forever lost. I meant precisely what I said. Defeat in battle is not the only way your journey may come to an end. Please do not forget this. When next we meet, you will come here of your own will. I look forward to it. Until then, farewell.
Farewell, my gentleman alchemist. Alright, now that we've been reacquainted with the Velvet Room, the wonderful Igor, Marie the Mary Sue, and the pretty Margaret, we can move on with our plans to save Yukiko. I should note, if you're playing on normal difficulty, you likely do not need to purchase new weapons or armor from the Daidara Metalworks and can save the 10,000 yen for later expenditures that you will need in your max social link / 100% playthrough of the game. I should also mention this vending machine later on will have tap soda, in which we can buy for SP restoratives. The item shop right beside that vending machine also has a medicine that acts like a Medea spell, which will let you heal all party members, which is very useful early on if you have the money. It's time to leave and save Yukiko.
We really stick out. Guess it doesn't help that we're in our school uniforms on a Sunday.
It doesn't, and that green jacket probably sticks out even more so.
The sale should end soon, so that'll get rid of some of the people wandering around here. All right, let's get going. Chie, it's not too late to...
I'm going!
Yeah, I thought that'd be the case.
Fine, but don't push yourself, got it?
I mean, we can't blame Chie. This is her best friend, from what I understand.
Whoa! It really is that bear from last time.
Also, we really can't blame Chie. Yukiko is Chie's best friend, after all.
What are you doing?
Can't you tell? I'm thinking about stuff.
And I have an unbearable headache. It seems he's been thinking about himself all this time.
I've been deliberating over it for a long time now.
Deliberating over his existence.
Hey, that wasn't a bad joke.
Oh, here the teddy bear puns come. They don't stop.
So, did you figure anything out? It's probably useless to think about it too much. I've seen the inside of your skull, and it was empty.
How rude. You're right, though. I try and try, but nothing comes out of my head.
Will you guys shut up? Now's not the time for stupid jokes. Listen, someone came here yesterday, right?
Wow. There's a girl with a better nose than me? What's your name, miss?
Miss? I'm Chie, but never mind that. Tell me more about that someone.
I think it happened a little after I talked with you guys. After that, it felt like someone was here.
Is it Yukiko-san?
I don't know. I haven't looked. The presence is over that way. That's probably where they are.
Over there, huh? Is everyone ready?
Yeah.
As ready as we can be. I got my chainmail and fancy sword now.
What the? A castle? You think this is the place they showed on TV last time?
You're positive that no one's behind a camera for that bizarre midnight program?
Program? I don't know. Maybe people on your side can see stuff in this world. It might be that. And I told you before, there's only me and Shadows here. There's no camera stuff going on. This world has been like this from the beginning.
From the beginning? That's what we don't understand.
I don't know. Can you guys explain everything about your world?
I mean, Teddy's got us there. We can't.
I've never seen this program thingy before, so I don't know.
Well, is that really what's happening? Are we really looking into this world? Because the first time Yukiko showed up on that channel was before she disappeared. Doesn't that seem off? I mean, Yukiko saying stuff like, "Score myself a hot stud." Oh, that's not like her at all.
Score? Stud?
Oh boy, don't get Teddy started.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it either. Yukiko-san would never say anything like that.
It's kind of reminiscent on how Yosuke came into here and he confronted himself, which were saying things that we never thought Yosuke would say either.
Huh. I wonder, is this kind of like what happened to me last time?
That's what I'm thinking, Yosuke.
There's a lot of stuff I still don't get, but after hearing your story, I think that program happens because of the person who appears on it, or something like that.
So, Yukiko is producing that show herself? Oh, I don't get this at all! Hey, do you feel Yukiko's presence from inside?
I'm pretty sure. So, what's this scoring with a hot stud thing?
Oh no, Teddy.
Yukiko's here. I'm going on ahead.
Oh.
Hey, wait, don't go alone!
Gosh darn it, Chie, why?
Jeez, we better follow her.
I love our waifu, but please, Chie, for the love of... You know what? Never mind. She's stubborn, to say the least, and really has a strong loyalty towards her friends. That's why she's so worried about Yukiko, but I really wish she'd stop and think before doing things. She ran off on her own. Huh? There are a lot of shadows in this castle. It'll be dangerous inside for a girl by herself. Dude, are you serious? Why didn't you tell us before? Come on, let's find Chie. Anyhow, before we go in, guys, I think that we need to address the elephant in the room, and that is the difficulty. As a lot of you had mentioned that you wanted to see a very hard playthrough of the game. Luckily, the PC version of Persona 4 Golden allows me to show the differences very easily. The reason we didn't go for very hard is simply that it gives us less XP and less money. Now we can change that, but that would be the exact same as hard without the retries in dungeons. So in this case, I may step it up to hard from normal, as the damage taken is great and damage given is small, but EXP and money 1 or normal. So that means that it won't be an extreme grind fest. Very hard is very just much that. Extreme grind fest that isn't really difficult because of the battle itself, more so because of the lack of resources and money that you get from the battles. That's what makes very hard so hard. Hard, on the other hand, gives us a good challenge. That's why I'm thinking we may step up to hard, depending on the difficulty with the bosses in this dungeon. So you may see me move up to hard, and I will put it in the title if that is the case, by the time we get to the Yukiko boss fight. However, also before we go in, we need to get free items from Teddy. Depending on your difficulty, you will get some free items. In this case, we get some soul drops, SP restoratives, peach seeds, and revival beads. Let's head on in. She hasn't gone that far yet. She's on off all alone. Damn it, let's go. Now Teddy's just going to give us a tutorial. If you play Persona 3, you'll understand. Essentially, if you hit a monster first before they hit you, you won't be ambushed. If you hit a monster from behind like so, you will get a free turn. I did not hit him correctly in the back, so we
There's
did not.
that enemy! Smash it!
But what that means is you'll just get a turn before the enemy can act, and this allows you to get a full cycle of turns before
Now's
they
our
do.
good answer.
If you successfully hit them from behind. Now this is a good point to talk about shuffle times. Shuffle times is determined by the amount of turns you take to complete a fight. Weakness is exploited during the fight, and whether or not you use an all-out attack to finish the fight, from what I understand. All of these do determine whether you get a shuffle time. The cool thing is if you are able to get cards that allow you to do a full sweep, you'll be able to continue the shuffle time going while not having to worry about that. So you could just, quite frankly, melee enemies to death with your weapons as opposed to wasting SP to get a shuffle time. Now I'm going to grab the pixie. We're going to need to grind for a couple personas on the way up to the next floor. Thankfully, I'll share some information once we get there for you guys about that to make the grind a little easier. But that doesn't mean I'm not going to grind as much as humanly possible on the way up. Especially the chests. If you see chests, make sure you grab them. Oh, soul drops. That's just the stuff we need right there. That's the stuff. Now, we're going to be grinding for a few personas once we get through this floor. One of them was Pixie, as we need a Magician Arcana persona for stuff that we're going to do with Yosuke later, when it comes to hanging out and doing social links. We're also going to need to obtain a Strength Arcana persona. The only one in the dungeon at this point is Sandman, and Sandman is very uncommon, so it can make it quite difficult to get.
There are two enemies! Hang in there!
Oh god damn it, Yosuke. I forgot to take you off of AI control. See, Yosuke...
You hit its weakness!
Okay, good.
Now
the AI didn't do something stupid.
Out of our way!
The AI isn't especially good in Persona 4. The reason why it worked fairly well in Persona 3 is the game was very much so designed around it, the fights and encounters, whereas these ones are certainly not. Hey, we can get some Persona lockup or a chest key. We don't need gold keys at this point. I can get them later. I'll grab the EXP because it'll make grinding a little easier. Because why not, right? And there's our staircase. Before we move on, we shall move into the other rooms, though. Now, how I'm probably going to handle grinding is that, or dungeon exploration is that...
There are 2 enemies!
If we encounter the same monster or shadow, I'll probably skip the fight entirely going forward and just do new encounters. So you guys can comment down below to let me know what you'd like to see.
Good answer.
These things are scary, by the way. Be careful, especially if you're playing on a higher difficulty, because these things can cleave, crit, one-shot you, basically. That's how much damage these scary fish can do. Hey, we found slime. Not quite what we wanted, but that'll work. Gimme.
All right, I leveled up.
Other than Sandman and Pixie, if you can get an Asparsis as well, you're actually able to fuse both Pixie and Asparsis to create Sandman if it really comes down to doing
Sensei,
that.
are you okay?
But ideally, we'd like to find Sandman so we don't have to waste the money, because money is an important finite resource in this game. At least in the beginning. It's not so much of a big deal later on. Get out of here, Shadow.
I smell 2 enemies!
Gosh
Beat
darn
them
it.
up.
It's okay, at least Yosuke's
Yosuke.
not doing stupid
1 enemy
things.
down! You hit its weakness!
I half expected Yosuke to actually hit both of them and... No, hit one and then continue to attack it. I was like, oh gosh, please Yosuke, don't do that. That'd be unfortunate for you to do that. Gosh darn it, I was really hoping I'd get a Sandman. But like I said, he's very uncommon.
Did it, Sensei?
You'll likely have to grind a good 15 to 20 minutes to get him. Alright. Let me actually change this now while I have the chance. Change battle tactics. I keep forgetting to do so. Direct command. Gotcha. There you go, Yosuke. Direct command. Problem solved. Alright, let's move on to the next floor. You're good at fighting, Sensei. Compared to you, Yosuke stinks. Shut up, Ted. Oh, I gotta admit, you have a knack for this stuff. Doesn't he? So you should be the one to give Yosuke orders during a fight. Good thing they tell you here. It ticks me off to hear Teddy say that stuff, but I don't want to cause trouble doing my own thing in battle. So don't hesitate to order me around. I'm counting on you. Now, if you go through this door, you will be unable to grind any further, so my suggestion is to actually go back down and grind until you get Sandman. If it takes too excruciatingly long, make sure you get an Apsaris. I said that wrong so many times, I don't know why I have Asparsis in my head. It's Apsaris that you're looking for, so that you can fuse her with Pixie. Like I said, ideally though, it should only take you 15 minutes to a half hour to get Sandman, unless you're extremely unlucky. That'll also let you have some resources to sell, so that you can have a fair bit of money just in case. Anyhow, one quick tip about this is this floor specifically in the dungeon at this point will always be the same when traveling through it. So make sure you abuse it. You can go all the way to the beginning and use the quick travel button, which is where you change the tactics to go back up to the next floor and repeat rinse. We're going to do that, and we'll see you guys when we're done. Alright, friends and meisters, we are back after the grind. Some things to note is that I did not find a Sandman after about 45 minutes of grinding. I did talk to a few friends who were playing the game. One found no issue with finding a Sandman almost right off the bat. Others had the same issue as me. As I said, Sandman is uncommon, however you can get around that by collecting a Pixie and Apsaris. You should also probably be picking up as many skill cards as you can when not grabbing Personas, for the sole fact that you'll need 100 of them for the achievement. Anyways, let's move on. Before doing that, however, we're going to use some of our SP items. Unfortunately, I didn't get a lot of SP items in the form of Snuff Souls. We last played through Persona 4 Golden, or at least attempted to. We had like 4 to 6 of them at this point, which means if your RNG's as bad as mine, you likely won't get very many either. So we're gonna save that. We're gonna use our little soul droops. That should be enough SP for the fight, because it's not a very difficult fight, especially with how much levels we have gained. The thing we want most for this fight is Izanagi with his Rakunda. We also have a Tarunda we can put onto a persona of our choice, because I do got a few extra skill cards that'll help keep us from taking lots of damage. Though I don't think it's really warranted or needed. You may want to use Tarunda and Rakunda fairly often if you're doing this fight on a harder or higher difficulty. Normal, it's still integral to do that defense down and make sure you're using your buffs. Anything lower than that, it's not such a big deal. Anyways, there she is! Chie-chan is in there! Open the door. Open the door.
Chie, are you alright? Chie?
She said that red looks good on me.
Yukiko-san?
I hated my name. Yukiko. Snow. Snow is cold and it melts quickly. It's transient. Worthless. But it's perfect for me. Apart from inheriting the inn, I'm worthless. Still, Chie told me that red looks good on me.
Are these Yukiko-san's inner thoughts? I remember hearing Saki-senpai's too.
Yeah, this castle is probably here because of this Yukiko person.
Yukiko! Chie was the only one who gave my life meaning. She's bright and strong, and she can do anything. She has everything that I don't. Compared to Chie, Chie protects me. She looks after my worthless life. And I don't deserve any of it. Chie is so kind.
Yukiko! Chie is so kind, huh? What a joke! What?!
Oh no!
Oh man, is that?
It's just like Yosuke. She lost control over her suppressed self. Now it's a shadow.
Are we talking about that, Yukiko? She says I'm protecting her. She says she's worthless. That's how it should be, right? What are you saying? Yukiko's so good looking, so fair-skinned, so feminine. She's the one all the guys drool over. When Yukiko looked at me with such jealousy, man, did I get a charge out of that. Yukiko knows the score. She can't do anything if I'm not around. I'm better than her. Much, much better. No! I've never thought that!
What are we gonna do?
Oh boy. Why does it always come down to this? Well, for me, Yosuke, this is a no-brainer. We must protect Chie.
We need to protect Chie-chan right now.
No! Don't come near me! Don't look at me!
Chie, calm down.
No! No! This isn't me!
Wait, stupid! Don't say anything else like that!
That's right. I'm the one who can't do anything alone. I can't win as a girl, let alone as a person. But Yukiko, she depends on me. That's why she's my friend. I'll never loosen my grip on her. She's too important to me. No! That's not how I think of her! So you're just going to turn your back and deny me again? But things are different now. When the time comes, I'll be the one left standing. You won't mind, right? I'm still you. Shut up! You're...
Chie, no!
You're not me!
God damn it. She took the bait.
Chie! It's coming! You have to use your powers to save Chie-chan!
Get away from Chie! Chie! That's a little weird.
I am a shadow, the true self. What do you guys think you're doing? Trying to defend the real me? Then you're gonna pay the price!
Shut up! Quit being such a pain! Chie, just hang in there a little longer.
Quit being such a pain. I forgot he says that. That's basically his catchphrase.
Huh. Think you can stop me that easy?
I always thought it might be interesting if they used the people holding up Shadow Chie kind of as like a Yukiko representation. That may be what they're going for, but the hair doesn't quite match. It's quite interesting. It's quite interesting to say the least. I don't believe she's weak to Zio. I believe it was Garu. That was a specific thing that she was weak to. Interestingly enough, with this fight versus the original, Shadow Chie now has more luck, so a higher chance to crit, but other than that, there's actually not much of a difference. The fight's very much the same. We're going to open up with a Rakunda to lower that defense. And Tarunda may be good as well, I guess, but I'm not too worried about it at the moment.
Now's our chance!
Wait, nope. What? We're not doing all the attack because it does not do much damage. We will do a bash instead and see how much damage it does. 84. She resists physical, so spam magic.
Without a little pain. Why all this for her?
Oh no. I didn't actually think that she would do that to Yosuke. I thought we would get a warning before then. That's fine. That's actually not too much of a concern. I don't think I have anybody with Garu. It might have been handy to throw Garu on some other persona. Actually, we have Angel, and Angel resists, or at least isn't weak to Thunder, so this is fine. So we can abuse that. As you see, we're basically melting this boss.
How lame! You're also deadly serious, and we've only gotten started. Why all this for her?
Alright, there's the defense coming up for her green wall. Alright, let's go ahead and do something else here. I'm trying to think of what other abilities we have that she might not resist. I think the closest that we have is probably just Thunder. So I think she resists that. That's not something I remember very well. Nope, she's neutral to it, which is fine.
You're gonna pay, damn it!
Are you guys idiots? Why are you protecting her like that? She's nothing but a grubby bitch!
Why did you use Mabufu? Now I clearly don't understand why you did that. I'm not sure. Let's see how much damage Garu would do. I know she doesn't reflect it, but I think she just... Yeah, she resists it. That's what it does. Okay, now she's looking scornfully at Yosuke. Yosuke needs to defend. Green wall hasn't worn off yet, but I do need to go ahead and do another Rakunda. There we go. Wind resistance reverted. What a perfect timing. Oh wait, that's not the persona. God damn it. That was the wrong persona. Okay. Whoopsie! This should hopefully finish her off.
If you say so.
Goodbye, Shadow Chie. Like I said, it shouldn't have been that difficult because we were high level. And there's 7,000 yen. I should add, as I have to fuse Pixie and Asparsis, that will cost me 2,500 yen later on.
Not bad, partner.
So we did grind a good amount. We got a lot of items to sell if need be.
Chie, are you okay?
What happened? What's the matter? Got nothing to say anymore?
Stop it, Chie. It's all right.
But...
Chie, we understand. And I wouldn't say you're more than that thing. I'd say that everybody has different faces. Faces they don't want to show the world. Ones that they unconsciously push down. Away from others so that they aren't seen. We all have thoughts, feelings of negativity, and just how we control and handle them.
He's right. I went through the same thing. So I can understand. I mean, everyone has a side like this.
Yeah, kinda get it now. You are me. A side of me I couldn't forgive. That I tried to ignore. But you still exist. You're a part of me.
The strength of heart required to face oneself has been made manifest. She has obtained the persona Bruce Lee. I mean, Tomoe.
It's true that part of me feels that way.
It's really moments like these that make me realize how well written the characters are in P4, easily its strongest point. The shadows just make them oh so better, adding a very real issue a lot of people struggle with. In Chie's case, it's her inferiority complex towards Yukiko, shown with their relationship till now and the current events hammering at home, and it's just oh so good. Not to mention, they get a lot of equal screen time, making you fall in love with them. I could ramble on for a while, so I'm not. Let's move on.
But I wasn't lying about being friends with Yukiko.
Like we didn't know that already. Hey, Chie!
I'm okay. Just a little tired.
I'd expect it. You're not even wearing these fancy glasses.
You don't look okay at all. And I bet you can use the same power we have now.
Huh?
Hey, what should we do?
Well, she very much so can't go on. That much is evident. Let's take a break for today.
Alright, let's get back to the entrance, though. It's dangerous around here.
I never said I needed a break. I can still keep going.
Don't overdo it.
It's not that we don't think you can. It's just, we have to save Yukiko-san no matter what. Now that you have the power, you can fight with us. It'd be much better for us all if you had your strength back. That's why we're saying we should go back and regroup.
But Yukiko's still in here, isn't she? If those were Yukiko's true feelings, then I have to tell her something. I'm not as strong as she thinks. It's because she was with me. Because we were always together, I was able to act that way. If we weren't, I'd...
Well, you need to get your strength back. Then you can tell her. Yuki-chan's normal. The shadows don't attack normal people. They only attack when the fog lifts here.
So Yukiko-san will be safe until then, right?
I'm positive.
Why? I don't get it.
Teddy told us that the weather here is the opposite of our own world. When it fogs over in our world, that's the day it lifts here, and that's when the shadows attack their victim.
And then when it changes back, it brings the corpse back to our world, somehow.
So even if we leave for a while, Yukiko-san won't be in danger until the fog starts to cover Inaba. I'm sure of it. It was the same way for that announcer and Senpai. Don't you remember how it was foggy in town on the days they died?
You mean they were killed by their other selves?
Very likely that's the case.
The fog usually appears after it rains, but it's been sunny lately. I don't think it's going to rain anytime soon. Don't worry so much. We'll check the weather forecast first thing when we get back.
But I can't turn back now! We've come so far! Yukiko's still here! She's all alone! She must be so scared!
Little did Chie know there's more than just a single floor.
Then you tell me how much further we gotta go to reach Yukiko-san.
That's...
You don't know what's up ahead. The enemies might be even stronger. If we push ourselves too hard and get wiped out, who will save Yukiko-san then? We can't fail no matter what. Am I wrong?
All right. I'm sorry about before. I shouldn't have rushed in like that by myself.
No worries. Let's go together next time, Chie.
No worries. We're definitely gonna save Yukiko-san, right?
Right. I'm feeling even worse than the last time I came in here. My head feels like it's gonna split open. Are you guys okay?
Ah, it's because of these, Chie.
That's right, you're not wearing the glasses.
These stylish glasses.
Oh yeah. What's with those glasses? Did your eyesight go bad?
Man, you didn't notice until now? How panicked were you?
Tum-ta-dum! I got a pair ready for Chie-chan, too. Here you go!
Whoa! What the? This is awesome! It's like the fog doesn't exist!
Why didn't you whip those out earlier if you had them?
I made them right now. You didn't tell me she was coming. It was all so sudden.
Sadden.
Huh. So that's the trick. I was wondering how you guys could see where you were going. Hey, is it alright if I keep these?
Faux show!
Oh my god, Teddy, why?
We'll have to stop here today. But I'll be back with these puppies.
For some reason, when he says that, all I can hear is a for sure. For show.
You guys better not
Like
come here
fur,
without
get
me.
it?
Got
Fair
it?
pun.
Yeah, let's all promise each other. Nobody goes in alone. It's way too dangerous.
True,
If we
agreed.
don't work together, we won't be able to solve this case or save Yukiko-san.
You're completely right.
Yeah, I agree. I promise to.
All right, let's solve this case and save Yukiko.
All right. So from tomorrow on, we'll try and come here as much as we can after school. And that includes days off.
No, it doesn't.
Hey, would you mind being our leader? You were the first to get this power, and you're way better in a fight than either of us. I think it's best for all of us if you set the pace of the investigation and we follow your lead. I'm cool playing second banana.
All right, leave it to me.
I had a feeling you'd say that. I mean, I'm more the advisor type, you know? An ideas man, not an executive.
I'm
Okay,
with
Yosuke.
Yosuke. If you're the one calling the shots, I'd feel a lot more comfortable about this.
I'm with Yosuke, too. If you're the one calling the shots, my pillow will be a lot more comfortable at night.
Wait, do you even have a pillow in here?
Teddy, would you please stop talking? I'm really on edge right now.
You've been unanimously appointed team leader. Your days of pursuing the case alongside your friends have begun. Thou art I, and I am thou. Thou hast established a new bond. It brings thee closer to the truth. Thou shalt be blessed when creating personas of the Fool Arcana. Excellent. You have established the investigation team social link of the Fool Arcana. You may earn an EXP bonus when fusing personas of the Arcana. Yeah. We know the drill.
Okay. Let's get some rest for today so we're ready for tomorrow on. And don't forget to check the weather forecast. It gets foggy after a lot of rain, so let's keep an eye out. Also, let's make sure we gear up for next time.
After a few days of rain, fog may set in. Keep an eye on the weather while continuing to explore the TV world. Exploring the TV world will use up your after-school or afternoon time. Good to know. Now, we won't actually be coming back in here for quite a long while. If you're not following a guide or not following along, what you'll need to do is just ensure you clear Yukiko's dungeon on the very last day possible. It'll be a single run through the entire dungeon, so be prepared. You decide to return to Junes and go back home. The three of you are having dinner. The news is on TV.
That's all for World News Tonight. Coming up next, the local news.
Dojima is quiet with a stern expression on his face.
Hey, mind if I ask something?
Sure, shoot.
You aren't getting involved with any strange business, are you? What happened at the station this afternoon? It's still bothering me. Is there anything you're not telling me?
Oh my. Of course not!
I see. Well, it's just been nagging at me, that's all.
Oh, what's wrong? Are you fighting?
No, we're not having a fight.
This isn't the police station.
Oof.
I agreed to look after you, so don't get yourself involved in anything that could get you into trouble. Got that?
And now, our weather forecast. Due to high-pressure fronts from the west, that sunny spring-like weather will stay with us for a while longer.
Oh, Naniko's such a sweetheart.
Is this lady the one who decides the weather? Because when she says it'll be sunny, it always is.
She's not really deciding it. Never mind.
The news continues heedless of the heavy atmosphere. However, we will do that next time on Persona 4 Golden. As always, thank you for watching, everyone. Please do drop a like, it shows me that you are enjoying the content. Drop a comment if you so feel inclined, as I love reading and replying to them. And we'll tune in next time for more Persona 4 Golden. And remember, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, do so. Also, hit that bell beside the subscription button and turn on your notifications if you have not, to be notified when new videos go up. Peace out, everyone.